Okay, this is exercise 1, which has this little Revit takeoff NWC file, and you are supposed to determine the number of cubic yards of concrete for the walls in this model. So you can come up here to the concrete division. You can go to the item catalog, and you can create a new item. Our new item is going to be concrete walls. Okay, so we'll take that and put that in there. You can see as I click it says concrete walls. Now you do have your formulas here, and the question that always comes up, and I'll come back to this item takeoff, but the question that always comes up is, about units. If you notice where you have like the height, the thickness, even the perimeter width, all these units are in feet. Now you had the opportunity when you first set up the workbook to change those, but I don't think anybody ever does. So they are in feet, so when you're doing volume, you're going to end up in cubic feet. So anyway, let's close this out. You can see we got concrete walls. It has a 0 behind it because nothing's been selected. I usually, on simple models, like to open up and expand the selection tree to locate the basic walls. And so here they are, 4 walls of the model. I usually hold down the control key and just pick off the 4 walls. And there's several ways you can do this, but what I like doing is actually clicking after I've selected them and dragging this down to this area of the workbook and then unclicking. And you can see it's recorded each one of those walls individually on the bottom, and then notice up the top, it keeps sort of a running total of the 4 walls. Now here's what I want right here. You got 408.889 cubic feet, and so I ask, hey, let's take this off in cubic yards. Alright, remember, length, width, height, everything that started out was in feet, so this defaults into cubic feet. How do you change that? Well, you go back to the item catalog, and again, we're in this concrete walls. Highlight the concrete walls. Okay, you can go down to the volume formula, and what a lot of people do here is they say, well, I'll just change the units. I'll just change, use a little drop down arrow, change this to cubic yards. That does not change anything, okay, other than the unit that you're using. I can get out of here, click out of here, and I can see that the unit has changed, but the 408.88 has not changed. Okay, so you get back. Here's the way that it works, and we actually talk about this in the book. You go back to your item catalog, and you got to go into the formula. And how do you go from cubic feet into cubic yards? Well, you divide by 27. All right, so I changed the formula. Now I click out of that. You can see now the formula calculation brings me my new volume in cubic yards as 15.1.